late, but I'm so late. But I just got the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I wanted to create something fun with it. And I really didn't know what to do, so I winged it like I always do. I never know what I'm about to do before I sit down and actually start filming, but all my creative juices start flowing once I'm already filming, once I'm doing my makeup. So I came up with this. This is like a coppery, like a fiery coppery smoky eye, well, halo eye. I wanted it to be super smoky, but not too smoky, and I wanted it to have a pop. So this is what I came up with. I love this palette. I honestly don't know why I didn't get it any sooner. The one time I did try to go get it, it was sold out. Everything is always sold out in the Ulta near me, so I didn't even get to get it. But I finally have my hands on it, and I love it. It's amazing. The quality is amazing. I actually even like the brush that came with it. I like the bottom part, or it's a double-sided brush, and I like this part to put eyeshadows on my lower lash line. I haven't used this as a blending brush, but it feels like it'll be a good blending brush, so we'll see. Please like, comment, and subscribe to get notifications next time I post a video. Bye.
No, pero yo también te llamo.
No, you're not always. Starting off with my skin, I'm going to be going in with the Estee Lauder Idealist Skin Tone Illuminator. This is just going to give your face a really nice overall natural glow, and I'm buffing it in with a stippling brush from Sephora. And to prime my face, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I feel like this primer makes your face a little white when you first apply it. Like, it gives your face a little bit of a white cast. I don't know if it's just me, but I definitely do notice a little bit of a white cast on my face whenever I apply it. But I still like the primer. It gives my face a really nice feel to it, and it keeps the makeup on all day. For my foundation today, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 222 True Beige. And I'm going to switch it up and blend that in with a beauty blender or a Real Techniques beauty sponge. I haven't used a beauty sponge to do my foundation in such a long time. I've been using brushes so much that I forget how good beauty sponges are to blend out your foundation. I'm just taking my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I'm placing that in a triangle underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and the center of my chin. This concealer is no joke. It's so full coverage, and it's very thick. It can be kind of hard to work with, but I don't really find it hard to work with, but I would think that since it is so thick, it might be a little hard to blend out. I use a beauty sponge to blend this out, and it blends it out like a dream. I use the Real Techniques one. This is in the shade Light, and it matches my skin tone very well, but they don't really have like a wide shade range of these, so that's the only downside to it. But I really love this concealer. I think it's more full coverage than the MAC, what is it called? The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. You guys should already know that I'm using my Maybelline New York Loose Setting Powder to bake underneath my eyes and to set the rest of my face. This step is pretty much repetitive at this point. Now I'm dipping into the beautiful Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking the color Buon Fresco. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I just searched it up on Google to see how to pronounce it, and this is the pronunciation that they gave me, so forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but that's as good as it's gonna get. So you guys know what color I'm using, so that's the most important part. And since we're doing a halo eye, I'm really carving out the crease. I'm going in all the way from the outer corner all the way into the inner corner just to make sure I'm really hollowing out that crease and to give my eyes a nice round effect. And since this is a cool tone color, try to keep it low in the crease. Try not to take it up too high because then it'll look like you got a black eye. Now I'm taking the color Realgar, which is actually a burnt orange color. It looks peach on camera, but it's actually a really pretty burnt orange color. And I'm taking that and I'm putting that directly under our transition shade. And I'm gonna repeat the same process, blend it from outer corner into inner corner, and make sure to really hollow out that crease and give your eyes a rounded, blown out effect. Now we're zipping into the shade Love Letter. This is actually my favorite shade in the palette. When I saw the shade, I knew that I wanted, whatever eye look it was that I was creating, I knew that I wanted to use that eyeshadow in it. But basically what I'm doing right now is packing the color on the outer corner of the lid and the inner corner of the lid, and then I'm connecting it in the crease. And then we're leaving the middle of the lid blank because that's where the glitter is going to go. So try not to get any eyeshadow in the middle of the lid. But for this, I'm using a Morphe M433. If you have a MAC 213, you can use that brush as well. It's a dupe. Well, I wouldn't say the MAC is a dupe for this. The Morphe is a dupe of the MAC 213. One's a little fluffier than the other, but for this, I personally prefer the Morphe because the Morphe is a little denser. It's dense enough to pack the color on the lid, but fluffy enough to blend it out seamlessly. And now for the fun part, I'm taking the NYX glitter primer and the NYX Face and Body Glitter Brilliance. I'm going in with the NYX Face glitter primer first, and I'm just patting it on the center of my eyelid with a flat shader brush from ColourPop. And then I'm taking that same flat shader brush, I just spritzed it with some Smashbox water primer, and I dipped it into the glitter, and I'm patting it on my eyelids. When you're doing this, you want to use a patting motion, not a sweeping motion, because if you use a sweeping motion, it's going to make a huge mess on your eyes. It's just going to take the glitter and swipe it all over your eyelid. It's going to move around the primer and everything, and it's just not going to look cute. It's going to be a disaster. Now I'm just going to prep my lashes for falsies. I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelashes. I got a whole bunch of glitter on my eyelashes and it just wasn't coming off. It was really annoying me. And also, before we go in with the false eyelashes, I'm going to tightline. I like doing this before going in with my false eyelashes because it actually kind of tickles when I tightline. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but it makes my eyes water and it fucks with the glue and it makes the front of my eyelash pop off and it's really annoying. But it just gives your eyes a more natural look. It hides any skin that's peeking through the eyelash band. I'm just wiping away all the excess powder that we had from baking, along with any glitter that fell down to our face. This is why I like keeping powder underneath my eyes when I'm doing any eyeshadow look, because all the fallout wipes away right with the powder when I'm done baking. To add some structure in this bitch, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm just hollowing out my cheekbones and making my forehead look smaller. Now dipping into my Alexis Ren and ColourPop collaboration, I'm using their bronzer. I'm just going to use this to add some warmth to the face. For highlight, I'm using my Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. I can't even open it and show it on camera because all the product is going to fall out, because of course all my stuff just always has to fall and break. Now I'm taking the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm taking the end with the dense blending brush, and I'm just dipping it into the shade Love Letter, and I'm running that on my lower lash line. And now I'm just applying some mascara to my lower lash line to give it some extra definition. And I felt like my highlight needed an extra pop, so I of course went into my Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I didn't feel right not using it. I use this every single day. Like, this is my holy grail ride or die highlight. Like, if I had to choose one highlight to use for the rest of my life, it would be this one, no doubt. For lips, I wanted to keep it nude. I wanted to play it safe. I didn't want to do any crazy colors with this look, but I'm just taking my Tarteist, or Tarteist, however how you pronounce it. I'm taking my Tarteist lip paint, and this is in the shade Bestie, and I'm just running that along my lips. And this is the final look. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like it.